You are now listening to the Blind and Ginger podcast.
Welcome back, everyone, to episode 20.
20.
Woo.
2-0, baby. 20 out of 25, we did it.
We did it. We said that in whatever episode that we can't remember.
Yeah.
But that's it. I'm very happy with that, bro.
Bro, you should be proud of yourself. It was you that did it.
Well, it was, yeah, true.
Yeah, you had a big part to play.
True, yeah.
Bro,
If anything, you were a hindrance.
I think, 5 cancellations, I think 4 of them are mine.
Are they?
Yeah, I think I have 80% of the cancellations.
What? Yeah, I think I've only cancelled once for sickness.
Yeah.
That's okay.
We won't bring that up.
Yeah, I mean, just do better.
That's one of those phrases that just sends me.
Do better.
Do better. Read that again. I don't know who needs to hear this, but...
Oh, yeah. That one's bad.
Educate yourself is a bad one.
Here's the thing.
Educate yourself is the worst one because it's like you're implying you have the knowledge, but you're not going to share it. And it's my job to seek it out. That's what shits me.
Yeah. I like look it up. Look into it. That's like a conspiracy theory favorite. Look into it.
Yeah, just posting a vague thing with no evidence. Look into it.
Dude, I really want to believe in flat Earth. I would just love to be able to like sprout a bunch of stuff about flat Earth.
Dude, I was talking to my mum about your conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
And I was like, I won't be surprised if this week's the flat Earth week. If he goes into flat Earth.
But I would 100%. If I saw some stuff that was like, oh, that convinced me, I would happily be...
Dude, just buy FIFA this year.
Why is that?
Just to occupy your time. Just to get you away from these
FIFA makes me mad.
right-wing rabbit holes, bro.
FIFA makes me mad, bro.
It is a rage-inducing game.
Oh, dude.
Dude, I got this week, by the way.
Yeah.
I pre-ordered the next one.
But it's not called FIFA now.
It's EA Sports FC.
Why are they calling it that?
Something to do with the rights.
What? FIFA's the most corrupt organization ever, bro. FIFA's like worse than the Catholic Church, dude.
This is a conspiracy. It's not even a conspiracy. It's just fact. It's just factual.
It's not. Yeah, it is. It is fact. They're doing what like the New World Order wants to do. They go into a country, make them build all this stuff, and then just steal all the wealth out of it. Every 4 years.
If governments could run their scams as well as FIFA does, I'd actually believe half the conspiracy theories.
That's true. But, well, they're trying to.
But I just don't believe, the government may have these malicious things, but I don't believe they're organized enough to pull it off.
But wokeness I think will actually backfire and take it down because did you see that the president of the Spanish Football Federation, when the Spanish women won the Women's World Cup, he kissed her on the freaking mouth.
Yeah.
Surprised he didn't smack her on the booty. Good on you there, doll.
That's a hard one to defend. For anyone.
Yeah.
For anyone.
Because it wasn't like he went to kiss her on the cheek and accidentally caught some lip. It was like he grabbed her head and like full...
He he godfathered it.
He gave her the kiss of death.
Right. Do you know what the best part about that was?
What?
There was a clip on TikTok of her, the player that got kissed, making a joke about it.
Yeah, like on the bus, like
mimicking
afterwards.
it. Yeah. First of all, dog, whoever released that.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah, true.
And then because you got both sides, all the people defending the dude, it's impossible to defend. But all the people defending him were like, see, she doesn't even care. She's joking about it. And then people come in.
Yeah.
Like the other side comes in, he's like, well, humor's actually a trauma response. And it's like, fuck, you're both the worst. Both of you are the fucking worst.
I was thinking the only way he could have got out of it, because I think something we haven't said is that like all of the Spanish women were just calling for him to resign. And he's also the vice president of UEFA.
Of course he is.
Yeah, of course. So I was thinking the only way he could get out of it was if like if he was super lucky and the Spanish men's team won a tournament like the next week, and he kissed one of the men on the mouth.
That'd be
if
so
he did
baller.
that, then he'd be like, "Look, it's equality.
That'd be
I
so
treat
baller.
all my players the same."
That'd be so baller.
He would have
bro.
got away with it.
That's such a baller move.
Or if he did it, I don't know, to like back in the day, and he could like bring up some evidence that he did it to men.
Just macking on with Pedri.
Or like, see, look, 2008, I kissed Puyol on the mouth. Look, I kissed him. He's got long hair like a woman too. Doesn't that matter to me.
Remember when Casillas' Instagram got hacked and everyone thought Casillas and Puyol were gay?
No.
Don't you remember this?
Casillas is he used to be the goalkeeper for Spain. If
Best
anyone doesn't
goalkeeper
know.
ever.
Yeah, he's up
Probably.
there. He's up there. Yeah.
Puyol's Instagram account got hacked.
And Puyol used to play for Spain as well as centre back.
Yeah. And just posted like a photo of him and Casillas playing for Spain.
Yeah.
And a massive caption about how he was gay and he was coming out and he was in love with Casillas. And then Casillas comments on it.
Yeah.
Obviously Casillas is just funny. And he comments on it like, so glad we can finally tell our story with like a kissy face. So everyone assumes it's real. Because Casillas has commented on like, obviously Puyol's been hacked.
Yes.
This is hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm going to lead into the bit.
Yeah.
And then and for like 3 days, everyone thought they were a gay couple. And it was a massive talking point between like the literally who cares. And then like all the memes were great about like them in the locker room. Like, it was like, oh, them in halftime at El Clasico, just like fucking in the halftime. Like, and then it came out, it was all like a bit. And I think everyone was like, yo, Casillas is funny. Casillas
Yeah,
is
that
funny.
is funny to lean into that.
In front of the whole world, like no context. It's the best.
Pretend you're gay with your national teammate.
Yeah.
But yeah, this guy has now resigned. He's now resigned like 3 weeks later. I think if he waited another week, it would have maybe blown over. But
Dude, do you know what did him in?
what?
There was no international break. There was an international break.
Yeah, true.
If there was no international break, Anthony would have punched his girlfriend again.
Yeah.
Havertz would have missed an open net. It would have blown over. That would have been the news.
Haaland would have scored 5.
Yeah.
Well, what? If he scored 6, boom.
Yeah.
If he scores 6 next week, this guy will get his job back.
He might.
Yeah, if the Champions League was on, it wouldn't matter either because he's the head of UEFA. That would distract from it.
I think these old guys, I think
This
the reason.
this guy's not even that old.
How old is he?
Dude, he can't be older than 50.
It's still like 50 is pretty for the landscape now. In like the last 5 years, it's gotten to the point where it is now.
True. Yeah,
So-
true. That's a good point.
His entire career so far has been like, this will blow over, and that's probably what he thought would happen with
Yeah.
this. But it's like, no, it was the most momentous occasion for women's sport at this point in history, and he just sexually assaults a woman.
Poor guy, man. Because if he was for some reason there, and he wasn't presenting, say another team won, that wasn't the Spanish national team, and he was there presenting. So it's like the English team, and he did it. He could just blame it on being Spanish.
Yeah,
We're Spanish. That's what we do.
dude. If he was a bit
That's
older,
what we do.
he could claim like Bartonese syndrome.
Yeah.
Be like, I have dementia. I don't.
It was like, well, why didn't you smell us as well? Dude, Biden today was doing a speech. He couldn't get through a sentence, so they cut his mic.
Did you see the one I posted on my story about? He was talking. Apparently, what he was trying to say was he used to lifeguard for black kids. And-
that one's like, where he's talking about the hairs in the water.
Yeah. I love little kids bouncing on my lap.
That one's like, that's like ancient history, bro. That one now.
I just saw it this week. There was a
That was
more
like
recent
4 or
one.
5 years old.
They were like, "Are you of sound mind?" He's like, "My mind has never been more sound. My let me tell you, he just can't do it."
It's getting bad.
My nonna was in like palliative care,
Yeah.
talking in a different language, and I still could somewhat
It was
make out
more
what he was trying to say.
comprehensible.
Yeah,
It's getting bad, dude. I think they're what the right wing is saying is that they'll probably try to they think the right wing is thinking that the Democrats are going to try to re-push the pandemic.
Obama.
All right, so you're saying the right's going to bring back the pandemics and the left is gay still?
No, the left are going to bring back the pandemics. The left are going to try to go to war with Russia, and the left is still gay.
Okay.
Yes.
I heard the best ever breakdown of Democrats versus Republicans.
Yeah.
It was the right is just batshit insane.
Yep.
And the left is gay.
Yeah. Did you see Tucker Carlson interviewing that guy who claims to have had gay sex with Obama?
Yeah. How funny is that? and now Trump keeps calling him gay.
Because I was like, I've definitely swung more right wing, like in the past few months.
Have you?
I know, shocking. Shocking to know.
Dude, who saw that? When you became a Christian, who saw that?
I know, who would have thought? And then what did you watch the Tucker Trump interview? Yeah.
Nah, bro, I do stuff during the day.
Oh, okay. Well, if you're actually a cool person and you're into how the world works. Anyways, I watched that. I was like, oh yeah, Trump's kind of. So yeah, Trump and Tucker like this, like cool. And then the next interview, Tucker's like, Obama's gay. It's just like this is like ET, like Entertainment Tonight, just gossip.
Dude, the best part about it as well is now it's resurfaced the Michael Obama conspiracy theory.
Oh, Big Mike.
Yeah, Big Mike. Michelle Obama's a man. Dude, what I find so dumb about political systems.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. I believe that it goes further. I don't think it matters who gets voted in. I think whatever they want to happen is going to happen. Like, I think it's a step above in terms of the corruption. But
yeah,
the left,
as in like the banks run it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. But like when you have like a guy, like I would say like Trump, who's like so anti or even like RFK for the Democrats, or like Bernie for the Democrats, like people who like, regardless of what party, who go against, but they basically go against the banks.
Yeah.
If you go against Big Pharma, which is owned by the banks. Oh, and did you see today as well? Novak Djokovic won the US Open, and the highlight of him winning was the Moderna shot of the day.
Oh, really? That's funny.
Like the number one pharmaceutical vax company, and this guy's unvaxxed. Anyways, yeah. So I think I do agree with you. Like the banks funded like Hillary and Obama, and I'm sure heaps of other Republican candidates, and even like most of our prime ministers in the last 10, 30, 40 years. But there are like a few people from either side of politics who come in and go against the narrative.
There's good people in everything.
Yeah.
But what I hate about it, it happens in Australia too, is just, it's the Bill Burr bit. I hate to do it, but it's just, the left is like, no, they did everything bad. Everything good was us. The right goes, no, it was actually them that did everything bad.
Yeah.
All the good stuff, that was us. And it's like, let's say Trump does one of the hundreds of dumb things he does, right? The left immediately goes, well, Trump just did this and that's bad. And they'll go, well, what about when this Democratic president did this? It's like, I don't know. I hate the tit for tat. It's like, why can't I be like, yeah, he shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
Like, you can never admit fault or anything. It's not about what's best for the American people. It's just about who's right.
Who's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not about who's right. It's just who's winning. It's just like kids arguing. It's literally just kids arguing.
Yeah, because they want power.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's why, like...
That's why I can't get into the whole actual arguments. I just think it's funny to be like a silent observer, like watch the characters. Like Trump as a character is hilarious.
I watched the footage of him crossing the North-South Korea borderline.
Yeah.
And like meeting with Kim Jong-un. Like it's just... I don't know. It's just like a crazy like video. Like, wow, that actually happened.
Did you see the TikTok I shared of him saying he likes Nicki Minaj? Yeah. Has him dancing to Princess Diana. Oh, dude, actually, to get off the politics stuff, I fell into the trap this week.
Of what?
Of thinking I'm Tony Soprano.
Oh, yeah?
I'm like, yeah, I'm
basically... The Gabagool?
I'm basically Tony Soprano.
Yeah.
Bro. He's because like he's in therapy. That's like the whole premise of the show.
Yeah.
And he's just talking about like how he's the sad clown. And I was like, man, so me, bro. That's so me. Like I'm
so
basically
gay, bro.
yeah.
That's so gay.
And then the therapist is like, "See, you're the only one describing you as a sad clown. Everyone else just thinks you're a very angry person."
Yeah.
And I was like, "This bitch, bro, doesn't get us." It's so fun. And now I'm just like, I'm just doing this Tony Soprano cosplay in the real world. And no one else knows I'm doing it.
You're like putting pillows in your like under your shirt.
Yeah, bro.
Fat.
I'm hanging out at Deli's.
Yeah.
Just going to Cole's Deli.
Drinking espresso.
Hey, sweetheart, how's business going? Some 15-year-old.
What?
I'm going, dude. You can just go to funerals. I'm gonna start going to funerals, just hanging out.
Standing there, and it happens to rain.
Yeah, umbrella, cigar. This is a goddamn tragedy.
He didn't deserve this.
What kind of God would allow something like this to happen? Just go up to some random woman.
And he shot him?
Yeah. Dude, like, as well, like, Italian custom is like, you know, you go up to relatives, you kiss them both cheeks.
Throw a pizza at him.
I always hated it because it was like old women, they stunk.
Yeah,
Dude,
right.
Now I'm like I'm grabbing their face.
Yeah.
How you doing, sweetheart?
Hey.
Yeah. Say hi to your mother for me.
That said sashimi. I was like, wait, no, that's Japanese.
Yeah. So, yeah, bro, I am basically Tony Soprano.
So how has that like affected your interactions day to day with people?
Well, it's disappointing because I'm waiting for like a friend of mine to get murdered.
Oh,
that'll
right.
be that'll be the cherry on top.
Wow, I hope it's not me.
Hey, God's plan.
Yeah, true.
Because then if I have a friend get murdered, I can just be like, he went into the program. I haven't seen him.
Oh, is that what they say in the mafia?
Yeah, they say he got flipped. He went into witness protection.
Oh,
and they just killed him.
The Bible says they got smited.
That's a good one.
That's a good word, eh?
Smited.
Or slown.
Oh, dude, I need a friend to get struck by lightning.
Yeah, that's definitely smiting
he was smited
by God.
Yeah, like that. I need to like have a falling out with an uncle.
Yes.
Do you've spoken to Uncle Frank? Don't ever ask me about my uncle.
We're family, but we ain't family.
I'm thinking of doing this as a bit. I'm gonna so dumb in my work.
Oh, this?
Yeah, just this character.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't really know Tony Soprano though. I don't really know the Soprano.
It's just so dumb to like, because you know that everyone says like they don't like the show because it glamorizes that lifestyle. It doesn't glamorize the lifestyle. Like, he's having panic attacks every episode.
Yeah, right.
He like nearly dies a million times. He's got to kill his best friends. He sees his nephews die. But still, I'm like, yeah, it's sick. I wish I was in the mafia.
Yeah, that felt like watching Scarface a lot.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, he gets like shotgun in the back and then falls into like a pool. But you're like, man, I love Tony Montana, man. I love this guy.
Dude, because even the way he dies is sick.
So cool.
Such a cool way to die.
Goes out and hey, go, I take all your bullet. I take all your bullet. Ah!
Just a blaze of glory. Just oh man, it's the best. It's the best.
I was reading. I've been reading Exodus in the Bible, which is like the story of of Moses.
Yeah,
and like let my people go.
Yeah, Moses is pretty cool.
Moses is pretty tap character. Dude, and the Israelites, like, I didn't realize how much like they rebelled or complained. Like even like pretty much immediately after the God splits the Red Sea for them to escape the Egyptians. It feels like the next week they're like, God, when are you gonna feed us, bro? It's like, dude, he just split the ocean.
Nah, but you got to think, people didn't know how long time was back then. A week probably felt like 3 years. They were probably like, we haven't eaten in 3 years. That's why the Bible says people lived to 800. They were just like, how old are you? I don't know, probably like 700. I've been here for ages. They still know how time worked.
I reckon they did.
You reckon they lived to 800?
Yeah, I actually do.
That's insane. That's insane.
It's cool to believe, though.
It is cool to believe.
Yeah. Crazy stuff happens.
No, it doesn't. Living to 800? No.
Well, I don't know. Were you there?
Were you?
No, but the book says they were. That's how old they were. So.
Well, if the book says,
yeah, that's legit. But yeah, they're just like complainers. But it kind of, I don't know, speaks to the human condition. But
it does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude, in the Sopranos, the storyline right now is it's the last season and they're just doing anything. Like they're just doing anything. Is one of the captains who's like high up in the mafia? They found out he's gay.
Yeah.
And they're weighing up whether to whack him or not.
Because he's gay.
Because he's gay. It's dude, and this season aired in 2007.
Now this sounds biblical.
This season aired in 2007.
Yeah.
And I was like to my mum, I was like, this is so funny. She's like, it was funny in 2007. How dumb this storyline was. So it's like, it's funny now. Like, and Tony's talking to his therapist and he's like, this guy is one of my top earners. You know, he's been like a really good friend of mine since childhood.
Yeah.
Like, and the therapist is like, well, why is this a big deal? Like, what's the point? And Tony goes, he's a fag.
Is that where a guy who's a fag is a queer? Is that where that comes from?
Maybe.
Is that Sopranos?
Maybe.
Because they used to play that soundbite on O&A all the time.
Oh, right. Dude, there's so many funny scenes. Dude, it's one of the only great shows. Like, think of great shows like Breaking Bad, Mad Men. Everything that happens serves to move the plot forward.
Yeah.
Sopranos, they just throw in shit, like, for no reason. like, dude, once a season, there's like a 5-minute conversation about Frank Sinatra being the best. It's just there's no reason for it to be there. Like, it's just crazy.
But doesn't that like kind of play into like the characterization, like they love.
Yeah, it builds
they love,
the world.
Like, Italian-ness.
Yeah.
Frank Sinatra was a boss, dude.
His
a
mugshot
boss.
is the best. Just like the sexiest motherfucker.
I don't think I've seen his mugshot.
You haven't seen his mugshot?
No, I don't think so.
Dude, good looking dude.
Yeah, he was.
And dude, for years I was like, his mugshot's sick. Like,
Yeah.
I had a T-shirt of it back in the day.
What did he do to get it?
That's what you find out.
Okay.
and
What did he do?
you're like, oh.
Ooh.
It was a different time, you know.
If he was the president of the Spanish FIFA Federation, would have he had to resign based off his crimes?
Let me Jamie this because I don't want to butcher the reason.
Okay, young Anthony pulling up the the proof.
Oh, I googled Jamie instead of Frank Sinatra. Dude, I remember reading it for the first time. I was like 16. I was like, yo. Like what he was in for.
Far out.
Yeah. All right, so he was 23 when this happened. So he's
Okay.
a year younger than what I am now. That's the mugshot.
Oh yeah, that is a good mugshot.
Yeah, as mugshots go, that's up there. That's better than Elvis's mugshot.
Yeah. Does that beat Trump's?
No,
Trump looked pretty smouldering, eh?
dude, he looked imposing.
Yeah, he did. He
He
did.
There you go. In 1938, a 23. Oh, he was also a draft dodger.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, he's
Wow.
Dude, every story about him, he's just a piece of shit. A 23-year-old Sinatra found himself in just such a situation, and he was officially arrested and booked for seduction. Oh, it doesn't go into the reasoning.
Seduction.
Yeah, you got to hear the reasoning. But I'll get up.
Seduction in the 30s was like, was that just full blown like kidnapping?
Dude, imagine how bad it had to be.
What, I seducted her with like a roofie.
I don't even think it was a roofie. I seducted her with brute force.
with the trunk of my car.
Yeah.
It was trunk seduction.
Oh my god, where is it? Born to Italian immigrants, blah 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 blah. Film actor. Early life. Come on, be in here. Dude, we need a Jamie.
Young Jamie, young Anthony.
I'm not good at this. Arrest.
That's all right. Seduction in the 1938. That's so funny. As a crime, seduction.
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 Music
That's
career.
when people
artist.
like running like moonshine and stuff, right?
Yeah, bro.
What an interesting time. Prohibition.
Yeah. Why was Sinatra arrested? I'm going to like juvenile Google use.
Do you reckon like during when they made alcohol illegal, do you reckon actually less people were getting drunk and like abusing alcohol?
No, it was more people.
It was more.
Have you seen like when people move into houses built in that time, they always end up finding a secret room.
But I'm saying, But that means like a lot of people were like obviously making their own. But I just wonder if like it actually led to less people drinking. I wonder if it did.
I got it. In 1938, a 23-year-old Frank Sinatra was arrested in Bergen County, New Jersey on charges of seduction and adultery. According to the FBI reports, on the 2nd and 9th days of November 1938, at the whatever, and under the promise of marriage, Sinatra did then and there have sexual intercourse with the said complainant, who was then and there a single female of good repute. This charge stated was contrary in violation of revisited statute in 1937. The charges were later dismissed, and it was determined the woman involved was married. Okay.
That's like a biblical crime.
Yeah, dude. I think he just tricked the woman into having sex with him.
Yeah, under the guise that he would marry her.
Yeah.
And also adultery in the Bible, if you have like sex with a woman who's married, you're both committing adultery as far as I know.
I don't think Sinatra cared.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, yeah. That's so funny.
Even, I'm pretty sure like marrying a woman who used to be married, I'm pretty sure is adultery, according to the Bible, I think.
Ken Hovind.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I don't know if... I can't remember. Dude, I was watching this African-American pastor, Geno Jennings. Dude, this guy's so funny. It's watching him preach. It's like watching Def Jam comedy, but like with God. He was talking about like people, ask him what like a woman is.
Yeah.
Like that big question. He's like, everyone's asking this question these days. What is a woman? I'll tell you what a woman is. It's your mama.
Are you sure it's not just an insane guy?
No. He's very I watched the interview with him. He's very like super well spoken. Watching him, he's like really entertaining. I'm kind of getting like I feel like I'm getting inspired like stand up.
Well, that's good.
Energy, yeah,
That's good.
And he's got a guy on stage who does Bible readings.
Yeah.
And like, it feels like I'm watching like the Migos. Like they're like ad-libbing off each other. Feel like the Son of God said, the Son of God, what?
That's great. That is great. That is funny as.
It's so good, dude.
Jesus died at 33.
33, yeah. And they got people yelling out in the church. I want to go to this church so I can yell stuff out. Go ahead. And he's talking about
And God said to Noah, I'm so displeased with man. Displeased?
He was what? Displeased. He was what? Displeased. He was what?
Say it again.
Dude, that's legit how they are. It's really
funny.
entertaining.
That is hilarious.
It's like entertaining, like watching and they split all the men sit on one side of the church, all the women sit on the other side. It's like just old school church, bro.
Segregation.
Yeah. Really entertaining. So yeah, I've been enjoying that.
That is funny. That ad-libbing Bible verse is hilarious.
People yelling out, and he was talking about
Once sorry to cut you off.
No, all good.
Once when I first started comedy, Dan was giving me, when he just gives like new comics those 20-minute rundowns.
This Dan Rosario.
Yeah. Those 20-minute rundowns of like how everything works.
Yeah.
He was doing that to me, and Ferg was ad-libbing everything he says. That was just funny. That's what it reminded me of. Dan was like, you got to be horny for gigs. And Ferg's like, horny for him. He's like, Dan's like, stage time is the most important thing in your life. More than money, more than this. Ferg's like, stage time, brother.
Preach. Go ahead. Yeah, he was talking about because he preaches a lot against like he calls them the alphabet soup community.
The alphabets.
That's
some shit Altus would say.
Yeah. And he was talking about how some dude was threatening him like if he went to jail, like what they would do to him.
Yeah.
And he's like, if they put me in jail for preaching what I'm preaching right now, so be it. But say a couple of Dairy Queens approach me.
So these are full Christians who just hate the movement.
What's that again?
Hate the woke movement. Hate the LGBT.
Oh, yeah. This is like old school. This guy's like 60. This is like old school, like African American, like church.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like full. They don't hold back.
Yeah.
And he's talking.
And it's funny because they're the people being like that the LGBTQ community advocates for, like Black Lives Matter, all this stuff. Like they don't like you, man.
Yeah, no, they don't. And he was saying his cousin. I think I saw a clip of it too. His cousin is like I think a gay pastor, like a gay member of like some church. And apparently this dude like apologized on behalf of the church to like the gay community. Yeah. So this Gino Jennings guy like brings it up all the time. It's like, my cousin's over there apologize. I won't apologize to you for nothing. It's just but yeah, he was like on stage like shadow boxing, like what he would do if he went to prison.
Dude, I don't know about this religion, man.
No, it's you gotta watch it, dude. Like just a clip of him.
This I will watch.
Yeah, because it's really entertaining.
Also, on the topic of gay people, I want to apologize. I said the F slur earlier when quoting Tony Soprano. Dude, I found out.
Did I say it as well?
I don't think so.
I think I did.
I found out the inception of the word.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's saying not to say it. They have some good points.
Is it something to do with burning?
Yeah, bro. Firework was called firewood instead of kindling was called that.
Right.
And so
it's like a bundle of sticks.
Yeah. And when they found out a dude was gay, they would put him on the fire as kindling.
Oh,
and that's why gay people are called that. And
Is that really?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's the reason.
Oh.
And I found out that, and I was like, okay, yeah, fair enough.
Two
see why you guys are so mad about this.
Two guys said it at the UFC yesterday.
Dude, I saw that guy. It was on TikTok. He was like, women need to go back in the kitchen.
Yeah, Sean Strickland. He just won the belt.
Yeah.
That wasn't even him who said it. It was some other dude. He won. And he was like, the first thing he said on the mic was like, yeah, and F all you Fs in the crowd. Come on down here and I'll show you that you're like a B word. He hit like 4 or 5, like, you know, pretty hard cuss words. And then there was some other dude who called, I think his future opponent an F word. And then, that's Sean Strickland guy.
For Forg.
Forg.
For Forg.
For Forg.
For Forg.
For Forg, yeah. The TikTok speech.
Yeah.
For Forg, yeah. But the guy who's saying, the women shouldn't vote.
Yeah.
And they should get back in the kitchen. Sean Strickland, dude, he was a 6-1 underdog. He was paying like $6. No one was giving him a chance because he's fighting this guy called Israel Adesanya.
Yeah, I know Izzy.
It's just been like a really good champ. So Sean just came out and he just loves to fight. So he just kept walking forward, and he fights like really upright. So his feet are like quite close together, which is really good for defending. It's not good for defending wrestling, because to defend wrestling you want to be lower to the ground. Because the lower your hips are, the harder you are to get underneath and lift. Mm-hmm. But because Izzy doesn't do any takedowns, and Sean just happens to fight that way anyways, he fights like with his feet really close together, which is good for checking kicks, so blocking kicks. So someone throws a leg kick at you, you can just lift your leg up. So he just kept marching forward, and he knocked him down in the first round, and just like set the tone. It was just incredible, and he barely got hit. He was fighting like Mayweather.
Yeah,
fighting like Mayweather.
Yeah, so then he wins. It's like obviously he's things like, yeah, I'm gonna get away with this speech, and he will get away with it.
Oh yeah,
UFC, so no one cares. That's a funny thing.
Yeah, it's that's probably one of my favorite parts about it. Like it's true,
entertainment.
Yeah, and like freedom of speech. Like they're just free to. Can you imagine if like an NRL player or like a soccer player called someone the F word?
They'd be done.
They'd be cooked. They get fined like $500,000 or something.
I think we got to just let people have their stupid views. It's funny.
Yeah,
it's funny.
It is
watching someone just get up and we're lucky because we do open mics. So we get to see it still. Most people never see it, dude. So when it happens, they don't know how to react. The correct
Crazy
reaction
ideas.
is this is the best.
The first thing Sean Strickland said when he got to the press conference after the fight, they asked him, hey, what was your game plan? He's like, yeah, the game plan was actually to wrestle a lot, but you know me, I'm pretty effing artistic, so just kind of stood there. And then he's like, they're like, oh, how do you feel after this? He's like, I just want to thank my dad for like all the childhood trauma and just, just being a piece of shit and just. So everyone's saying that childhood trauma is the best base for MMA.
Dude, it might be.
Could be.
It might be.
Probably is. Most champions are like George St. Pierre. He got bullied like as a kid, and that made him want to stop fighting.
Anyone who makes it in anything comes on there like, I was bullied. Like, I'm proof that bullying doesn't work because look where I am. It's like, I think that's proof bullying does work.
Yeah, true. And then there's also proof that bullying works the opposite way because it beats a lot of people let bullies beat them down, like even later in life. Like they hold on to that grudge and they make it an excuse to like be why they don't succeed.
It's crazy. Like, you can meet people and tell if they were bullied in high school. Yeah, it's just written all over them.
And they let it get to them.
Yeah, they just got like a grudge against the world.
Yeah,
like, bro, let it go. Like,
yeah,
it sucked, but it sucks for everyone else too. Like, it's high school. It's not meant to be good.
No, that bully probably had an older brother who used to beat him up or something.
And like, it happens in the comedy scene. Like, people say people are like bullies. It's like,
does it?
I've heard people say that.
Oh, okay.
It's always bad comics.
I've honestly been trying to avoid gossip, like more and more. Like it just such a net negative. Like it just nothing.
Yeah, you're not a big gossip.
Yeah, I do every now and then, but I always feel, I don't know.
I love it because I just soak it all in, and I never repeat it because I don't want to get myself caught up in anything. But I listen to everything, bro. I'm like, yeah, what's going on? But then I'll tell you, and you'll be like, oh, God bless him, and I'm like, oh, I want to talk shit. Come on.
Because I don't know, like you say, you don't really do it, but then I don't know if you're hanging around it, you kind of eventually do it, no matter how good your armor is.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I definitely do it. I was trying to make myself look good.
Yeah, you were, bro. Yeah, I'm here to shoot you down, and
pride comes before the fall, brother.
Yeah, bro, 100%. But no, I'm still guilty of it sometimes, but it's just pointless, bro. Like, it really is.
Something I wanted to say. What were we just talking about before bullying? Yeah. Do you know what's crazy? A lot of people my age who I went to school with are getting engaged. Okay. And dude, it's wild seeing people get engaged when you know they're dirty laundry. Like, people get engaged, it's like, oh, I remember when you two got together and you were both like cheating on each other, and now it's like, that's weird. That's a weird thing. Like, to know someone's relationship history. Yeah. And then see it's like, maybe they have been happy for the past 4 years. But
maybe they've fixed their issues.
It's like, I know how this started, and that's insane.
Are you ever tempted just to comment like, hey, that's great. That's so good you guys overcame such and such.
That would be funny. So glad to see you guys worked everything out. Just like something really ominous.
So glad you guys just moved past that, that big I don't know, man. I don't gossip enough to have dirt.
I love when two people can move past an incident as big as your guys' one was.
Wow, 2019 really didn't stop you guys.
Yeah. and it's weird to see because it's like, dude, I feel like I can pick the ones that are going to get divorced. And and like who's first. Yeah. It's a fun game. It's a fun game to play. Just by yourself, like a little inside joke with yourself.
I wonder what divorce rates are probably going to go up and up, right?
Dude, apparently, I was reading, like 87% of marriages that occur before the age of 30 fail.
Really?
It's a big. I mean, it's probably not 87. It's a big number. It's more than 50. Right. It's more than 50.
Before okay.
And then when I see the people, I know your worldview at the moment has changed into marriage, sex to procreate, and all that. Yeah. But like when I see people getting married, like that they've dated since high school. Yeah. My immediate thought is like, holy shit, you're gonna have a midlife crisis.
Yeah, I think if you don't have God, then it's, because I think if you have God, then like that kind of stuff, you have like a purpose for it. But yeah, I think if you don't, then it makes it difficult. I saw some stat. I don't know if it was maybe biased stats. Like I didn't look up a resource or anything for it, but it said only 1% of couples who pray together daily get divorced.
How could they possibly?
I don't know,
police
but
that?
but I think if you sit together with someone and like just the act of praying, like it's like a really nice thing.
I'd rather get divorced than be gay.
What if you're in a gay marriage? Oh damn, double-edged sword.
I'm like, I'm already in too deep. I can't pray as well. Do you know what I was thinking about? Because I saw a Reddit thread and it was like, what's the dumbest thing you wouldn't do as a teenager? Because like that's gay.
Yeah.
Dude, I remember me and my friends all purposely failed food tech in like year 9. Because
doing food tech
being
is
able
super gay.
being able to cook is gay.
Yeah.
Just completely demolish like an area of your life just because
It's just a really useful skill.
yeah.
Get out of homophobia. Yeah, cooking's so useful, bro.
I know, but because it's like it's the girl class at school.
Yeah, was it actually mostly chicks in the class?
Well, here's the thing. In year 8, it was compulsory to do a semester of woodwork and a semester of food tech. Right?
Oh, okay.
And then
Ours was like
in year 9, you choose
woodwork and then steel work or metal work or something.
Oh, right. No, ours was we had the man in the girl class, the boy in the girl class. We had woodwork and
Yeah.
thing, and then
And get back in the kitchen.
yeah, and then get back in the kitchen. And in year 9, you had to choose one of them to do for the whole year.
Right.
And I chose food tech because I was like, fuck woodwork, like fuck that. And dude, I think the reason I didn't want to do it is because like my dad indoctrinated me from a young age to be like, don't be a tradie, don't do trades work. So I think that's why. And
I was like that with anything finance because my dad's an accountant. Yeah, he just told me like, just basically instilled with me like, don't do accounting.
Dude, I remember like going to the career teachers in like year 9, and they're like, "How about a trade?" And I was like, "No, I can't." And they're like, "Why?" I was like, this is the only way I can disappoint my father is doing a trade. I can't do it. She's like, "Look, you have no other prospects." Well, become a comedian.
I'd rather be a disappointment than a disappointment.
Yeah. Yeah, and I remember like woodwork. I didn't do it, and I think I was also just like scared, sores, bullshit like that.
Yeah. Okay. Injuries.
I was getting made fun of for it. I think I played the blind card.
Oh wow.
I think I pulled out the I can't do it because I'm blind.
Had you ever played that card to get out of something previously up until that stage?
The only other time I've ever played it is to get out of being a goalkeeper in soccer, which you've seen me do. I still do that.
Oh, okay. That's fair enough.
Yeah.
Because that's a legitimate thing.
Yeah, and I'm not going to save it. So
Yeah, if it comes at the side that your vision is weakest at, that's actually like pretty dangerous.
yeah. I used to get... This isn't funny. This is actually really funny.
Yeah.
At school, people would just come up to me from that side and just
And
just punch me.
Oh, that's
Like, but you didn't see that coming.
wow.
Yeah, I tried that as a bit. Like, this is pretty funny. Everyone was like, no. Sorry that happened to you.
yeah, it doesn't make you it doesn't make you feel good.
That should be my Raw set this year. It's just that. I'll win, bro. I'll win it.
Just be as much of a victim as you can,
Yeah.
bro.
So, I'm a gay bitch, and I got bullied in school,
I'm
and
half blind.
and I'm half blind, and
And my goldfish died when I was 6.
my goldfish died, and once my mum didn't cut the crust off my sandwiches, and I'm a straight white man. Sorry for my privilege. Put me on TV now. Thank you.
That's getting bad, dude.
Are you gonna sign up for? I'm gonna sign up for it. It's a good gig.
For Raw?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I still have one. Yeah, maybe I should just pretend to be gay or something.
I did it last year. I did the eye thing,
Yeah.
but I didn't go full victim.
That's what they want.
Yeah. And then I had and yeah, but I had a really good set.
Yeah.
And then I didn't make it.
Didn't get through.
I didn't get through. Henry Yan followed me, won the whole thing. Good for him.
Nice.
I'm glad he won it.
Yeah.
I'm glad he won it.
Yeah, he's a legit good comic. And
He's legit funny.
And he loves comedy.
He's a comedy nerd.
Yeah, he really loves comedy.
He's good to chat to.
Yeah.
Good to talk.
I found that as well.
Yeah,
I don't think it's for me, bro. I honestly really don't want to have anything to do with it, comedy festival anymore.
Yeah,
at this stage.
That's fair, dude. Alessio said to me, he said, "Do your set and leave." Because for the listeners, Raw, it's just a comedy competition.
Yeah,
hosted by the festival, and they market it as a comedy competition, but it's not. It's an audition to get on TV.
Yeah, it is
to get on like ABC and SBS and stuff like that. And like you've got to go at like 12. You'll perform at like 3, and then you got to wait till like 6 to see who won.
Yeah,
it's your whole day. And Alessio told me, he went, "Dude, go do your set. Then no matter how good you do, they're never gonna put you on TV. Just leave, just leave. Come do like dirty.
Yeah,
and you'll be happier.
Yeah,
just enjoy it. See it as a good gig.
Yeah, and
leave." And then I was like, I was fully gonna do that. Then I had a really, really good set, and I was like, "No, I'm getting through. I'm sticking around."
Yeah, because what happens if you do get through?
Exactly.
Because it's still always a chance that you could get through.
Yeah. So, but like, yeah, that felt shit.
Yeah, I did pretty much a very similar experience when I tried it. I think it was maybe 18 months in or like 2 years in or something, and I did it. And I was like, I feel like I did well. And then there was like a couple people who, I don't know, I felt like I should have like advanced, but I didn't, and I was cut. And you also think, like, I don't know, you know, you and I, we make TikToks. How many views do we average a week? Like, 500,000 or something, or maybe not that much, but like, you know, multiple hundreds of thousands of views a week.
And also, just to go back to what you were saying about not getting through, when you don't get through, also, it's not like, oh, I wasn't funny enough. It's like people will bomb and get through.
Yeah, they would.
You're like, why? But the internet. I think the internet path's definitely better than the industry path.
Yeah, and you just go like, well, how many people actually watch the finale thing on the TV? And then also, even if they did watch you, they don't know when you're next performing, or they don't know that because they don't follow you on social media.
Yeah.
So you wait. I remember thinking like 4 or 5 years ago, like, you know, what would I rather? Would I rather go and hypothetically win Raw, or would I rather have like what Lewis Spears has or like Luke Kidgel and have like an online following? I was like, I'd definitely rather that.
Is that when you decided to start?
Yeah, that's when I started. And I was just kind of like, I was kind of sick of it. I was like, I just want to make content.
Because I remember when you started comedy, you were like, I have followers, but I'm not really uploading, blah, blah, blah. And then that was when we really started talking a lot about content.
Yeah, because I had a period where I was like getting a good amount of views and like getting followers and stuff. And then I went through like a big trough of like months and months and months, maybe like 3, 4, 5 months. And I started talking to you and definitely hanging out with you and talking to you like really helped me like start getting views again. So thanks for that, bro. That actually really helped me.
Oh, well, I didn't get the views. You got the views.
No, but it just like no, you were like a good counsel.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Brother.
Helped.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty much Varus, eh?
You gotta cut it off, bro. You gotta cut it off.
I got into a TikTok beef this week.
Did you really?
Yeah, bro.
Okay, yeah.
You know the most recent video I sent you of the guy completely ripping off my video?
Yeah, so you made give the listeners some context, bro.
I made a video. It's just called FIFA Career Mode Be Like.
And it's a series. How many have you made?
I've made like 4.
And they've all got like 1 million views.
They've all cracked 1 million.
Yeah.
And this particular one cracked 2.2 or something.
Which is like, dude, when you get a series, every single video cracks 1 million. That feels good.
I've always, because this is weird about our content too. You've always kind of been like, you'll be up and down. You'll be like,
my content's views are so weird.
You'll be like 3K, 20K, 25K, 8 million. I'm consistent 80 to 200 every video.
Yeah, yeah.
And then with the odd million, the odd flop.
Yeah.
So when I get a million, I'm like, oh, like that's this month's one out of the way. Like,
yes. Yeah. So
Yeah.
only problem with my one is like I get nervous. I'm like, oh wow, it's been like 6 weeks. When's that next? When's that next big viral one coming?
I can tell when you're doubting yourself by how you text me.
Oh yeah,
because you'll be like, bro, is this funny? And it's like a video you've made before. It's
Right.
like, I'm like, it's good. You've done this format. Like,
yeah, true. I don't know. Sometimes I just want like extra clarification.
yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I made a video. It was just about FIFA career mode, about the board having unrealistic expectations, for example. So I made this one video. It was like of a youth academy player coming to ask the manager to start the Champions League final over Mbappe, who's the best player in the world.
Yeah, which is just, if you played FIFA career mode once,
Yeah.
that's funny.
Yeah.
Like,
And it's an annoying thing that happens, and you've got to, because you just got to spend time in the menus dealing with it. So it's a pain in the ass. You just want to play the game.
You want to smack this guy in the face. Like,
Yeah.
you got the audacity
Yeah.
to do this?
And this guy, this British guy with like 2 million followers. I have 250K. He's got like
It's always,
1,000% more followers.
Yeah.
Is that the math?
I think so, yeah.
Just ripped it off.
100%. Yeah. Anyways.
Ripped it off. Shot for shot. Word for word. Same title.
Yeah.
And I saw it, and I just commented. I'm like, really nice. What did I say?
You said like, oh, really great original idea, bro.
Really nice original content idea here, brother.
Yeah.
And with like a thumbs up.
Yeah.
And he instantly responds to the comment. And he comments, bro, and he goes, oh, I got this idea from Listener Sport 7 years ago. Was your idea original, brother? Like, and then he put shackers, like he got me. And it's like, oh, so you're saying, no, bro, I didn't rip you off. I ripped off Listener Sports.
Someone else.
Yeah. And then
happened to have the exact same script as you.
same title, same script, same shots.
Title, framing.
And then was your idea original, brother? It's like, yeah, that might be hard for you to wrap your head around. But some people just think of shit themselves and then post it.
Like the video.
Not all of us are ripping off people's content. And then I was like, oh, he looks insecure in his comments. I'm gonna leave it.
Yeah.
I'm just not gonna respond.
Yeah.
Because then people will see it and like maybe click my account and check me out.
Yeah.
That's still a win.
Because I think I maybe saw, or maybe I was looking at a different guy who responded to you.
There was another guy who did it too.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Did they respond to any other comments?
Nah, that was mine was the
yours?
only one. Yeah.
Yeah, you know it got to them. Because
Yeah.
they know deep down, like, no matter how many views they got, they know it's stolen.
Yeah, and
And they can lie to themselves and say, oh, I borrowed it or whatever, but it's stolen.
And his comment was deep insecurity. I
Yes.
knew where it was coming from because I've done it with Jim Jeffries in year 8.
Yeah,
I've done it.
Yeah.
I've stolen content. I've done it.
And it's different when someone else is calling you out for stealing from say there's person A who stole something from person B. Person C calls out person A.
Yeah.
But it's different when person A is getting called out by person B, the guy who made the thing.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, I'm calling you out direct.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Direct from the source.
And so I knew how he's feeling. Like I've told this story in the podcast a million times. I used to steal Jim Jeffries' jokes and retell them at school. And one day I got called out and my world collapsed.
Never the same.
Whatever, dude. I get off. I don't watch a lot of TikTok, so I don't open the app again for like 12 hours.
Yeah.
And then I go on it and I'm like, oh, I wonder if there's like been any response. And I check that, and he's deleted the comment he made, being all insecure, being
Right.
like, was your idea original, brother? He deleted that comment and responded again, going, hey man, why don't you take a note out of your own title? Because my bio on TikTok's just relax.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember doing it, but
Yeah.
it's just relax. He's like, why don't you take a note out of your own bio and relax? I tagged you and gave you credit. And then, like, he did. Then he did.
I saw that comment and I was like, oh, where did he tag him?
And then
did he tag you?
Yeah, he tagged me.
Oh.
But then the thing was, because he was commenting that, so then I'd look like salty. Because to anyone who hasn't seen it, it looks like he's tagged me and then I've gone, oh, you ripped off my video.
Yeah.
But it says that my original comment going, nice video, was from like 13 hours ago. And his comment tagging me was like 7 hours ago. Like, And then also his logic is like, yeah, no, I ripped it off, but I tagged him.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I stole the video, but I gave him credit.
Bro, I stole that $50 out of your wallet, but I said it was yours
Yeah.
when I spent it all.
Yeah. Oh yeah, bro, this is your bike. Yeah, I stole it.
Yeah.
But I'm acknowledging I stole it.
Yeah.
So just dumb.
That's messed up.
But
That's why
those are the worst kinds of people, bro. Like, you got 2 million followers and you're stealing from me? Come on.
That's that who's that Trujillo guy? There's one guy, he's just notorious for like stealing content ideas. He like, if you go on his TikTok, almost every comment is like, who is this stolen off?
That's great.
But he's got a massive following. But it's just basically, you're just doing the greatest hits of TikTok, but making it yours. You're just ripping people's ideas. And the majority of the audience, I don't know, for some reason, people don't care that you're stealing.
Yeah.
And then there's also people don't know that you're stealing.
You know what I think what the reason is people don't care?
What?
I think some people genuinely don't have original thoughts. Not that I'm a visionary.
Yeah.
But I've never ripped off content.
Yeah.
I've never ripped off content. It's always been my idea. Or like a tweak on like your idea.
Yeah.
Or something like that. I think people like this guy genuinely can't get it in their head. They're like...
Generate.
People just come up with this stuff.
Yeah.
I think that's why.
Yeah, well, maybe this guy's got some talent in like some other area. He's got some other calling that he's not doing.
He probably got big because he got 2 million followers. He obviously was doing something right at the start. He probably was doing original stuff at the start.
Yeah.
And then, because we see it all the time, like someone comes in, they have a character, they blow up to like 600k followers doing the character, and then they fall off because they can't do anything else.
Yeah, and
like
the character gets old.
Yeah. He probably just did that and then thought, I'll start ripping off content. Like, Australian guy, 250,000 followers, no one's going to know. I saw it.
Yeah.
I saw it. There's a guy on Instagram who just steals stand-up jokes and just tells them to camera.
Yeah.
And
then
dude,
like big comics.
Nah, it's like Mark Norman, but like 2 years ago.
Okay.
Sam Morrill, like 2 years ago.
So like, are they like B-level comics, would you say?
Yeah.
Like B-level comics.
You're still like a Joe List joke, so like...
You got to be kind of a comedy nerd
You got to be a comedy nerd to know that it's stolen. And he got big, and then he followed me. And he followed me, I had like 3k on Instagram. He had like 120k. And I was like, fuck this guy. I was like, I say I'm a salad a lot, but like I'm not collabing with this guy. He hit me up to collab, and I just left him on scene. And one day I ran into him at a club.
Yeah. And
I was just like, bro, what jokes you stealing this week?
You just called him out.
He didn't like that. He did not like that. And then I went home from the club. He'd already unfollowed me.
I saw because I made that video like Jesus' disciples and that if they're in like an 80s movie.
Yeah, that went crazy big.
It's got like 9 million views.
Yeah, that's
on
great.
Instagram, and it got like almost 1 million on Facebook, and it got 1 point something on TikTok as well.
And I'll tell you why.
What?
Because it's a good video that's never been done before.
Yeah, it's original, succinct idea.
Yeah.
And I saw today someone posted like there's all these like Orthodox Christian pages.
Yeah.
They're actually pretty entertaining, bro. They're pretty good.
Are they reposting it?
No, some guy made like a how like the saints, how all the disciples died, and it was like they're called icons, like the pictures of the saints or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like swiping through, and they had like some crazy like Orthodox music playing. But I was like, this guy definitely made this video because I made
my definitely.
video. I was like, I don't know, it's cool. I've seen that like a couple times, like where
you can tell it's inspired by your videos.
Yeah.
And it's annoying because it's like, I know, but if I say it, I come across like very pompous.
I didn't really find it that annoying. I just found it like cool.
No,
especially
annoying in the sense you can't really say it.
Yeah, it's like a
without seeming like really conceited.
Yeah, I remember my first like mega viral video was like that JFK one.
Yeah, that's a good video.
Dude, and I noticed like a week or 2 or 3 after that, like the internet were making more JFK memes.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, like that's so cool. Like you can have that like effect, you know what I mean? And like 10 million people see a video. Like that's like a lot of people. And you think about all the people they're showing it to that are all watching it at this like on the same screen.
Yeah.
Like that's just crazy.
It's great. It's in group. Well, I love when people like run to me like, oh, me and my friends always send your videos in our group chat. Oh, that's
awesome. That's so cool.
Oh, back to the stealing.
Yeah.
Someone responded to my comment backing up the guy with 2 million followers, going like, "Hey man, don't be so pressed. Like imitation is a form of flattery. It just means he likes your work."
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I know it was good. It got 2 million views. It got 2 million views. 2 million people were like, "This is good." I knew that. I didn't need someone to steal
this
it.
other bloke to remake it.
Yeah.
I think I said it to you. I made this video like a year ago. It was like tattoos throughout the decades. I thought it was actually a pretty hack video, but like it had some alright punchlines in it. So this guy like, whatever, the video was like 2010s, like, oh, I'm getting a tattoo of a butterfly above my cheek.
Oh, you sent it to me. The guy that completely ripped it. Yeah.
So this full tatty boy, like complete tatted head to toe, he recreated it. And he just took out all the punchlines.
Yeah.
And I was kind of cut because someone tagged me like, hey, check out this guy like stealing your idea. And I was kind of cut. And then I watched it like 2 or 3 times and I just felt bad for the guy because I could tell he wasn't really that intelligent to know that the punchlines were what made the video good.
Yeah, it's so... Dude, I
felt bad for him, man.
The best rip-off I've ever seen is still your gym one.
Oh,
Hugh,
that was so bad.
Hugh used to have this series that banged every time 1 million views. It was just different countries training at the gym.
Dude, it was like... I've never had a series do that well. It was like 3 million views, 6 million views.
It was crazy.
Yeah, it was insane.
Just quickly explain the premise just for the...
So it was a beginner workout for insert country. So it was like the first one I did was like beginner workout for like Aussies. So it was like me, 3x8s, 3 sets of 8 calls to Centrelink. So I'm like picking up a dumbbell and like pretending to call it. And the first one I did that went like really viral was the German one.
Yeah.
And the first exercise I did was sets of front lateral raises, single arm front lateral raises, which look like a sick hole.
That video wrote itself, that one.
Yeah, someone actually suggested that, and I actually credited them in the description.
That's sick when that happened. Someone gave me a good rec for a new career mode video.
Nice.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I made that video, and then I made maybe a few others in that series. And this guy recreated the German one, word for word, bar for bar.
But he changed the punchlines.
I can't remember if he did.
Oh, no, we're talking about 2 different guys. There's another guy that copied your videos.
Yeah.
There's a guy that recreated them, and he did the same joke, but the punchline was different. And Hugh commented, this was back when he was cool, before he was a born-again Christian. And he commented, he goes...
Back when I was vengeful.
He goes... Cuz you just completely ripped off my video, but made it bad.
Is that what I said?
Yeah. And then the guy replied to the comment, and he went, "Oh, okay, bro. I'll try and make it better next time." Like, no, that wasn't the issue.
Like, that's what he thought I wanted to do.
Dude, was it me and you who were joking about ripping off other people's videos before they make them?
Oh yeah. Before they get the idea.
Yeah.
Rip it off them.
There's another style of stealing someone's content is when someone has a series or like a premise, like a format.
Or like a style of, style of video.
It's like Hugh's beginner workout for insert country format.
Yeah.
It'd be funny. Let's say he's made Brazil, Australia, England, and Germany. You can probably safely assume like, oh, Brazil's going to be the next one.
Yeah.
It's funny to go and make that video before you can. Like, it's like stealing the video ahead of time.
Dude, everyone is like, And that, because I did, that wasn't even a super original idea for me originally. It was like, some guy did a beginner workout for Asians. So it started out as like a racial thing.
Yeah.
And then someone did one for Indians. And I was like, I could do ones for white people, but I'm like, I don't know. I feel like just the term white people is like hack.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's hack. So I'm like, let me just make it Aussie. And then someone said, hey, can you do an American one? Just in the comments. And I was like, I guess, yeah, I'll do an American one. And then I started doing those. And now, dude, there's been so many people who've blown up on Instagram off making videos like that, beginner workout for like countries and stuff.
Yeah.
But the thing is, that's all they got.
That's all they got.
That's all they got. They're just like, I don't know, it's just like dust in the wind. Like, don't you want to stick around?
I don't think they
as a content creator?
I don't think they even think about longevity.
True.
And it's very interesting when you bring up like YouTubers in Australia, not so much in America because it's easier to maintain an audience.
Yeah.
Australian YouTubers, the only ones who are relevant now and were relevant 10 years ago are the comedians.
What other YouTubers are there? Like gaming or...
There's some gaming YouTubers. There's like Laserbeam and stuff, who's obviously great.
Okay, I don't really know
Aussie
YouTubers that much.
Yeah, the content stealing on TikTok's just ridiculous. And
yeah, it's bad.
People justify it. It's like everyone steals content. It's like...
Doesn't make it okay.
Yeah, you shouldn't. Like, you shouldn't. Educate yourself.
Look into it.
Yeah.
All right, look into it.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but...
Here's the thing.
It is good, though. Like, it just shows that we're, like, staying ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
Like,
and also...
We're setting the trend rather than jumping onto it.
Dude, and also doing stand-up already gives you, like, an advantage for making sketch videos. Because you know what's hack.
Yeah.
You see what every other bloke and his dog is doing, like, and talking about. And you automatically, if you got any sense of wanting to stand out, you want to say something different.
Yeah. That's a great reason. And also bombing.
Yeah.
Bombing keeps you from getting it, like, being like, everything I do is great.
Yeah.
Because you got to live in silence.
You get a humbling.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, like sometimes you can drop a video and it doesn't do that well. You can just blame the algorithm.
Yeah.
You know,
Can.
It's a cop out, which you can do on stage. You
People
can blame the audience.
People do it all the time. I hate it. I hate it, dude. Do you know what I hate the most? On stage, bombing, they go, oh, well, you think it's so easy up here? You chose to get up there.
Yeah, you did.
It was your decision.
Also, I don't know. It was this kind of always annoyed me as well. Like on stage, I always hate like when I'm bombing and like the comics are laughing at me bombing. I just like, I'd rather you just shut up so I can dig myself out of this hole. And then also the audience members won't be looking back at the back of the room at like the comics laughing. Like, I don't know. Sometimes it's all right, but yeah, it just kind of annoys me.
I don't have a problem with it.
Sometimes it doesn't.
I feel like it's extra pressure that you got to deal with, you know?
Man, it doesn't really feel like pressure to me. Sometimes I just feel like they're just putting off the audience.
Right.
And it makes it seem like like it's an exclusive club.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get that, but go to the other side.
Yeah.
How funny is it laughing at someone bombing?
Yeah, it is pretty funny. Yeah, it can be. But I just feel like if it's detrimental to the gig, I'd rather not. I'd rather just like watch them bomb.
That's when it gets bad, is when people will just... Because then people will get up and just perform for the comics and kill the gig.
Yeah, it's just... I don't like it.
I do a lot. I'm guilty of it. I get sucked into it. Because it is fun.
Yeah, it is. But I don't know. I'd rather like... If there's 4 audience members, I'd rather try to make them laugh than... or bomb to them. I'd rather bomb to them than having the 6 comics at the back laugh. You know what I mean?
Dude, when people ask me about comedy, that's the question I get the most. Like, have you ever performed and it's just been like silence?
Yeah.
Yeah. The entire first 6 months. Like,
and at least once a week.
Yeah.
For a portion of my jokes.
But I get, when you don't do it, you don't understand it's necessary to get a joke to be good.
Yeah, it's like playing soccer and learning a new juggling trick.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to get it the first time.
Dude, once my best bomb save ever was I was bombing bad, but like, you know when you're bombing the audience is like encouraging.
Yeah.
It's like a white girl and they're like, oh, no, come on.
No, go on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were doing that, and I was like, this isn't even my worst gig tonight. And that got a pop from the back from the comics
Because that was the truth.
Yeah. Yeah. I dude, there was one. What's like the most gigs you bombed in a row?
I remember, I think I was maybe like 6 months in, and I had like a week of good gigs by my very, very low standards at the time.
Yeah.
And then
You would have been feeling on top of the world. Though.
oh yeah, I was like, oh, I've worked it out.
Yeah.
I've worked out comedy.
100%.
I worked it out. And then the Tuesday, a gig came around, and I just bombed. I was like, that was weird. I figured this out. This is weird. And then I just bombed the whole week.
Bro, I figured this out literally like on Thursday.
Yeah.
On Thursday.
Oh, you had that.
I was walking to my car like, yeah, I know how to do comedy now. Oh,
Funny feeling, man.
I got to tell you what I did on Thursday.
What?
Have you done Joel's new gig in Hawthorne?
Black Sheep?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it maybe like a month ago.
I was doing that.
Yeah.
And I followed Sam Gabriselassie.
Yeah.
And he was doing a bit about the Italians invading Somalia. And I'm just like chilling. I'm talking to Alessio. I'm listening to, you know how it is, right?
Yeah.
And then Alessio gets on after Sam, brings me up. And I walk up and I'm untangling the mic from the stand. So I'm not looking at the crowd. And I'm like, you guys hear that? You hear how Italy's the best? And gets a pop.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, I'm going to keep going with this. This might be a bit.
Yeah.
Mind you, listeners don't know, the gig's in Hawthorne next to Swinburne University. Right?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, everyone says, everyone will always tell me like white guys are evil, but I'm Italian, so I'm not white. It's like, bro, we've colonized. Give us our credit. Give us our credit, bro. You know how cool we are? We had mafias and everything. We're the best. Like, what has everyone else done? And then I'm like nothing, like silence.
Starts bombing.
Silence. I put my head up. Just all Asians. Just only Asians.
Like Asian-y Asian?
Asian-y Asian. And like 30-year-old Asians. Like their like parents probably remember
Well-seasoned
a worst
Asians.
time. Like
They got a lot of MSG in them.
yeah, bro. Yeah. And then I was like but then I got him. I did material and I got him and I had like a pretty good set. So that's why I was like, yeah, I worked it out.
Yeah, right. That's good, bro.
Yeah.
I love stand-up, eh?
It's fun. Yeah, I'm having fun with it right now. So there's a lull coming soon for sure.
Dude, sometimes I feel like the lull happens within a set. Like
you can usually mark the time it went wrong.
Yeah.
You can pinpoint it.
Like I don't know. You could probably map out a year, like average, like how you feel per week, and then map that out. It would probably look similar to like a set sometimes. Like the microcosm of a set.
Like how neurons look exactly like the synapses of the universe. Have you seen those?
No?
Like neurons in the brain,
Yeah.
when under a microscope, look exactly the same as like the galaxy.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah, it's like that.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Like I had a set on Friday. The first 30 seconds or so, I started easing into it. Then I start popping them. Bro, like 2-3 minutes in, I'm like killing. I'm riffing off what the crowd's saying to my bits and everything. And then, I don't know, I just started bombing. Started bombing real hard, dude, for the rest of the set.
It's when you break the flow state. When you realize
I completely broke it.
Do you know what it's like? It's like, in soccer when you're making a sick run.
Yeah.
And halfway through, you're like, fuck, this is a sick run. And you instantly stuff it up.
Yes.
That's what it is.
No, I don't know if it was that, because I've done that before. I was doing a bit, and then the crowd reacted to it, like they said a heckle or whatever relating to the bit, and I had a riff on it. And then they said something else, I had a riff on it. So I was like, boom, boom, boom. But then I tried to go back into the joke, which is stupid. I should have just gone to the next joke.
Yeah.
Because it's like nothing that I said was going to match the riff on that topic.
Yeah.
And plus, the fact that there was like a 30-second break between the premise and now the rest of the premise that I'm trying to get to.
Yeah.
So then that just died. And I think that was an indicator to the audience that like, oh, I was out of the moment now.
Yeah.
So I guess it is kind of what you said.
That's tough though. Especially like you want to try a bit and then you get heckled in the setup because it's done. The bit's done.
Yeah.
It can't be funny after that.
Because that's what I'm on stage for. I'm on stage to work on the bit.
Yeah. And that happens a lot. Like
Someone
will fucking walk in.
Yeah.
And you got to acknowledge the walk in and it's like, the bit's done. The bit's done now. Like,
yeah. It's like, I don't know. But it's good not to... You shouldn't have that attachment. Your job, you should just be going up there trying to be funny.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Because if you just worry about that every time you get on stage, that's all that really matters. You know?
Yeah, well, it's meant to be fun.
Yeah.
Like, you can get into the science of it, but if that's all you're worried about.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Do you want to wrap it up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll wrap it up.
All right. Thanks, everyone, for listening to episode 20, number 20 of the B&G Blind and Ginger Pod. Tune in next week.
Yeah, and make sure to start your own podcast and just have our conversations. Word for word.